Hello everybody, we're back on Lioden today for a just fun let's play of mutation breedings. I'm not going to do a whole lot of stopping and explaining on this video about the different things that I'm going to do because several months ago I did do a let's play slash how-to video on breeding mutations and the different items that you can use. The great thing about today is that it is September and it was either sometime early this morning or yesterday. We finally unlocked the third tier of the profit shop for the September event, which allows us to purchase GMO cows with our event currency, which is jewel beetles. GMO cows, they cost the same as they have the last couple of years that I played this event. That's 150 jewel beetles. You can get these by exploring a heck of a lot throughout the event, and every 30 minutes you can also chase or stomp away locusts from other players' dens. Also, I do recommend keeping an eye on the trading center this month and next month as well, because this is the month of GMO cows. That means there will be a surplus coming in to the economy, so this will be about the cheapest you could probably ever buy them throughout the year if maybe you're not able to play too much throughout the event. Save up your gold beetles like I did, or your silver beetles, so you can buy gold beetles from other players in the oasis, and then you can just purchase some GMO cows with your gold beetles. Let's get started. I think I've got three lionesses that I want to breed today. Two of them I really have to breed today because the one is 14 years old, so this is the last day that I can breed her. Also in the Harbinger shop, which is this one down here, so on the main page, these quests, once you finish these quests, you get access to the shop. There is a black stallion, so if you have lower fertility lionesses, just feed her a black stallion and that will allow her to get pregnant on the first attempt. You don't have to waste all of your energy that you'd rather use exploring on trying to get your lioness pregnant. So I've got one lioness. I'm on my main account with Druin. Let's see, I need one GMO cow just for now. I'll go through later and I'll buy more, but I just need one for the moment. So the lioness that I am going to feed this to, I have to go through my horde to do this, but I'm going to do it on this one because this was a special based Mabola NCL that had a cottonroot bark applied to it. I thought that was awesome. The cottonroot bark and the GMO cow that, kind of gives me more chances of getting a mutation. Again, just to recap, make sure that if you use a cottonroot bark and a GMO cow on your lioness that you get her pregnant, then feed her the cottonroot bark, she'll lose that litter, and then feed her the GMO cow. If you feed her the GMO cow before the cottonroot bark, then you just wasted the GMO cow. So there's that. I'm going to feed her, actually, I'm going to use Buffy balls on my king. I'd rather use the GMO cow second because then it'll just take me straight to my lioness. So this will give me at least 3 cubs in this litter, the Buffy balls, and now I need to feed the GMO cow to my lioness, and her name was CRB and CL Mabola, so we are good to go. There we go. I want to view her. So she has a cottonroot bark applied, a GMO cow. She's guaranteed at least 3 cubs because I have not yet bred her. I need to click to breed her, so breed her. There we go. What's her fertility level? You know what? I'm just going to feed her a black stallion because I have like a million of those. Well, hold on. Actually, I'm going to waste 30 silver beetles to reveal her. See, 50%. See, very low. To me, 50% is not very low. I'm glad I did that instead of wasting my black stallion. There you go. I got her pregnant on like two tries. So let's put a nest for. I have no idea where all these abandoned nests came from. I think just because I've been exploring so much, because you can find those in Explore. I'm not going to use an instant cub delivery on her. I'm going to save my gold beetles for buying more GMO cows. So I'm going to end up coming back in a couple of days and we'll get to see what her litter looks like. If I got duds like all the other ones, or I'm still hoping for that Leopon. I want a Leopon so bad. So I'm going to hop over to my side account, Centaurian. This one I should still be able to, I'm pretty sure 14 is the very last day you can breed your lionesses, and then this will be this one's last heat as well because she's 13 and 8. Both of these have super low fertility. That one's 13%. I think this one, that's not the one. That one is a frozen lioness. This one here. So she's 11%. I'm going to use black stallions on both of these. Let me check. I think it goes in alphabetical order when you look. Let's open this up in a new tab. I think it just goes by alphabetical order. I think all of my black stallions are buried on here. Yes, they are. So let me apply black stallions to these. Just have to use 2. Okay, that does go in alphabetical order. So there's the first one, and here's the second one. And I don't know if I really want to use these. I guess I can. I'll use 1 on this one, and then I've got Grains of Paradise that I can use on the other one. So we'll use this one. I don't really think I care which one I use. That one's got Feralis White, and I really like that marking. I have no idea why. That's the kind of white stripies there. What do you have? Alpheus. I don't know that I really care. It's just going to be 1 extra cub guaranteed. Okay, so there's that. Now I need to go buy 2 GMO cows, so I think I have enough for that. We'll have to wait for it to load because it's going to take a long time, apparently. So I need 2 GMO cows. We've got 2 of them. Do I have enough for 2? I didn't look to see how many jewel beetles I actually had. Yes, I did. Okay, we've got 2 GMO cows. So now we need to go apply the GMO cows. I could have just scrolled down, but I didn't expect it to be really slow loading. Okay, so GMO cow number 1 on Ebony 5M, GMO cow number 2 on Ebony 4M, and I guess I'll use... Alright, my king has the Buffy Ball, so whichever lioness I try to breed with first, that'll be the one that gets at least 3 cubs. I think I'll just use it on this one. Like I said, it really doesn't matter. Yeah, let's just go with this one. So she'll get pregnant on the first try. Let me build the nest for her just so we're there. And then I'm going to get a Grain of Paradise that's probably buried somewhere. Is it on here? I don't see my Grain of Paradise. Where did I put... it was possible to get Grains of Paradise and Buffalo Scrotum in last month's event shop, I believe it was. I don't know where they are. So I'm going to head over to my main account and see if they're on there. And if they are all of them on there, I'll have to transfer them over. So I'll be back in just a bit. Alright, I've got my Grain of Paradise, so I'm going to eat that, and then we are going to breed with my second lioness. Yep, I didn't really care too much about which particular lionesses. Breeding with lower fertility does usually, you know, help your odds a bit more, and it just so happened that these 2 ebony ladies were, they were already in heat and they have very low fertility, so this was kind of good luck on my part. So we're going to breed her and build you a nest, and there we go. So I'll be back in a few days after my cubs are born, and we'll get to see if I got any mutations, and if they are mutations, if there are any good ones. So I'll be back in a few days. Okay, we're back. It's been a few days and all 3 of my litters have been born. I will admit that I did cheat and I looked to see if any of them had mutations earlier. I checked that first thing this morning, and I'm really glad I did because I needed to contain my disappointment. I did get a few mutations. None of them were Gons or Pawns, but I think honestly, unless some of these end up being adult mutations, I'm going to have more duds than mutations, and I'm a little bit disappointed again, especially with this one here, because this one, if you recall, this is the chase, well, it's not the chased, I'm sorry, it's just the special based NCL that had a cotton root bark on it when I found her, and all of hers are either duds or AMPs. See, this one doesn't have anything obvious, doesn't have any good marks, but I am going to list them as checked just so I know that these are the ones that I want to check, because I don't check all of my cubs. See, this one doesn't have anything present right away. I don't check all of mine. Oh, that one did have a bobbed tail. I thought it was a primal when I first saw it, because sometimes I get the art for the 2 confused, but that's a bobtail. However, it's a bit of a potato cub, but I'm hoping maybe I can sell it for a little bit, because really I don't keep any of the mutations unless it has a really nice base or it has nice markings or something. I'd rather just get some gold beetles back out of it. So that litter wasn't too bad. At least we did get 1 mutation out of that, and possibly 2 more. We still have to check them, so let's do that now. I was going to get ready to switch over to my side. Let's go to the scrying stone, and then we have to go to the falcon's eye. We're gonna check this one. Okay, see, that one's a dud because it's perfectly healthy. Oh, okay. So we did get one AMP and we got one bobtail out of the litter. So 2 out of 3 is not bad. However, I will admit to being kind of picky and a bit stingy because I don't really like the adult mutations. Unless it's a double uterus. That's the only one like I would be happy with keeping, because all the other ones, they're mostly main mutations and I just don't really care about the main mutations at all. All right, so the next one we need to check are these two on my side, these two ebony litters. And this one is her last litter because she's now 14 years and 3 months. So this one was a mutation. This was a polycaudal, the double tail. I don't know, but I'm happy about that one. It's a mutation. It's not a very pretty cub. Again, I mean, it has some markings on it, but it doesn't really look like it has any. It just looks kind of plain potato cub, but I'm going to sell it. Hopefully somebody else will buy it eventually. What is this one? I don't remember. Ooh, this is that new base. I didn't really see that when I checked. Always check your bases, always check your markings in case you get some sort of nice base that you can't identify right away, or in case you get a random rosette marking. I have had random rosettes happen twice, and nobody knows yet why, how the random rosettes pass. Check, this is a Noctis. So this one will not be a chased, even if it doesn't have any adult mutation, because you never know, somebody might take the Noctis. Again, this one has some good markings on it, but it looks a bit like a potato. So that one, oh, this one, I think this one's a bobtail too. This one is a bobtail, and it's a slate. So again, I'll make some gold beetles back out of these. Actually, I'd rather name it by slate bobtail. Okay, so I got a bobtail and a polycaudal out of that one. So that one's 2 out of possibly 2 out of 3 obvious mutations so far. So we're gonna check the next one. That one is cute, but nothing obvious. So this one we have to check it. Then we've got a second one because this one had 3 litters. That one looks like an Ophius marking. Ophius? Yeah, I don't know. See, that one again not checked, so that one we're gonna have to check it. This litter, I think, was the disappointment litter. Yeah, so none of these had obvious mutations. Like, really? A 3 cub litter and you didn't have anything obvious. So now I have to check all 3 of these. And that's the other annoying thing. You have to spend 60 gold beetles, or 60 gold beetles. I would never check if it cost 60 gold beetles. 60 silver beetles per cub. Oh, yeah, that's right. There were that many. I thought there was one too many. So the Noctis cub didn't have anything, but at least, you know, at least it has the base. It might sell for something. That one does not have anything, really. So we're got 2 duds. Oh, that one's got an adult mutation. So we got 1 out of 3, and really 1 out of 4 or 5 cubs. That's depressing. So my run of bad luck kind of continues. I guess I can't complain too much because I did have a few mutations. So this one's nothing. We're literally just going to call this cub nothing because I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I'll probably just chase it. So this one did have an AMP. Too bad its markings are not bad. I bet somebody might like it, but it's going to be a while before we can see what mutation it actually had. Like I said, none of mine are ever anything exciting. They're usually just main mutations. I think I had like a, isn't overgrown claws? I believe overgrown claws isn't. Oh my goodness, I could just use autofill. Just do that. That works. I don't know what I'll do with that one either. So there's that one, and then the Noctis, whatever. This really pretty cub that almost looks like a potato. This one didn't have any mutation. So, but yeah, again, at least it has a rare base. I don't know how desirable this base is, but it's kind of pretty. It's still relatively new, and it's breed only. So that's it. That's all of the mutation breeding that I have for today. I had a few mutations. I think, what was it? I had 2 bobtails and a polycaudal, and actually, was that it? Was that only 3? I don't know. I didn't have very many. I'm a little disappointed just considering the number of cubs that I had born. Like, look at this. This litter was almost a complete dud litter. It had 1 AMP and then 2 complete duds. and they're both males anyway. So the male cubs on Lioden aren't really useful for anything other than the gorilla unless somebody happens to really like it as potential heir material. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. Do remember, again, September is the month of GMO cows. There's not very much time left in it. So make sure to do lots of exploring so you can get your GMO cows, and also make sure to check the trading center to see if you can find any that are going for pretty cheap, because after this month, their prices are going to start going back up. So thank you guys so much for joining me today, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.